room. This is gonna be what I got at the Plano show and a rant because I'm very pissed off at how this show was and how these vendors are. And let's start with the rant. I understand that these vendors are trying to make a living, and I get that. And I know that every little bit of money that you make helps. But at the same time, it doesn't make any sense to overprice this stuff. And I don't want to hear no excuses about tariffs because of the simple fact, if you're not a major vendor like Spring Creek, Trains, or any of those vendors that actually, do this as a business, I can get that because they have to pay those tariffs for those engines that they buy or rail cars or whatever. I can understand them paying tariffs on that. But at the same time, or the same sense, here you got second-hand, third-hand, fourth, fifth, blue box stuff that's nearly between 15 to 20 years old, and you trying to sell it like it's brand fucking new. If you want to hold on to your stuff and you don't want to sell it, well then don't come to the train show expecting us to buy that stuff at $30. A goddamn boxcar costing $25 to $30 when it's more likely used, and you selling it. Guys, it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense to be trying to sell this stuff at these train shows at $60, $70, $80, $100 engine, or $279 engine that is DCC and it's been used. I'm not a fool when it comes to train shows. I've been doing this for almost, over 30, close to 40 years. And walk in there and see that a Athearn blue box, I don't care if it's new or old, or if it's in a blue box, then, and it's over 20 some years old, you might as well go on and sell that thing to get rid of it. If it's in a Athearn, let me find a box. Hold on, guys. So, here we have 3 different type of Athearn boxes. I should get a Walters box. Here we have your classic Athearn blue box. Anything in that box shouldn't be no more than $10 to $15 if it's a rail car. Box car, flat car, hopper. Tank cars would probably be different because tank cars are a popular item. So anything in that would between $10 to $15, maybe 20, maybe 18 tops. Okay, we'll go there. Here we have Athearn, the new scheme, second generation. This first generation, second generation. This was a box car. Okay, It was priced at $26. Okay, it's this box. I can understand that. That's ideal for this box. A box cart, 26, 30. That's about right. Makes sense. 26, anything over 20, 22, $25 to $30, $35. That's in this box. That's how much it should cost. I don't care if it's between 8 to 10 years old. If it's 25, 30 years old, it's in that box. Anything in this range, this box, that's between, I'd say about 10 years old, 26, that's about the idea. Now, here we have a box for an engine. And we got two types of boxes. We have the Genesis, and then, this is both of them Genesis, the same box. These engines here, depending what type of decoder that's in them, if it has a up-to-date between 2020 to 2025, I say that engine should be, and if it's used, that engine, and it's what, DCC, well, we can range that engine DCC between $90, $80, $90 up to $160, $170. That's DCC, if it has DCC in this box. The Walters, anything that's has a DCC decoder in it. If it does not have a DCC decoder in it, and if it's an engine in a blue box, I'll be damned if I spend no more than $70 for that engine, because I'm getting ripped off. Because think about it, it's a blue box, it's an old engine, it's about 25, 30 years old. Even if it's new, it's still old as fuck. And you have to put a decoder in it. So from $25 all the way up to, I say $65, $70. That's how much you're gonna get out of me. I'm not going over $100 for an engine that's non-sound, no decoder, and it's in a blue box. That's a ripoff. If you spend anything that doesn't in a blue box over $75, you getting ripped off. Fuck that. If it has DCC in it, the range for that, and it's not sound, it can range from $90 up to almost $150, $160, depending on the age of the decoder. The number one thing people fail to realize is check the age of that decoder. The decoder is all about that decoder. Because if you buy an engine and it's DCC and it has DCC in it, a decoder in it, you need to find out how old that engine is. Because if that decoder, you put that engine on a layout and you create a short, we don't know how well that decoder is going to hold up on that layout because it's old. If a decoder is like 10 years old, more likely you're going to have issues. Trust me. A QSI, that's 10 years old. And speaking of the devil, let me pull these out. This is what I got at the train show. I got some non-sound Digitrax decoders. I don't know. They might be sound. I don't know. I got 3 of them. This is a wire in. This is a wire in. And this is a 8-pin decoder. So I got those. Then I got some more sound decoders from Digitrax. I'm gonna find it. Let's see. These are all sound decoders. Okay, I got 3 of them. Sound decoder with a speaker. Sound decoder with a speaker. In scale sound decoder with a speaker. 3 of them. I got these off of eBay. So I'm gonna match a non-sound with a sound decoder engine. So that's the plan on that. But back to what I was saying. Look at the age of the decoder. I mean, a Soundtrack's decoder, if it's from 2018 all the way down to 2012, I wouldn't press my luck on that decoder because of the age of the decoder. Anything from 2018 up to 2025, your best bet is you're not going to have any issues depending on how often you run your train. If you run your trains like I do, then you need to get an up-to-date version decoder so that if anything happens and it's short out or anything, you know that it is not going to ruin that decoder. But again, you don't know. I always try to get an up-to-date version decoder, a Digitrax Series 7 or Tsunami 2s or anything that's up to date to put in your engines. Don't mess with anything less than 2018 because if you do, you're more likely going to be wasting your money. So the other thing I got at the train show was a bargain. And I don't like these engines, but at the end of the day, it will do. So here is a Northern Pacific. And if you look closely, and I got it with sound for $80. This guy was having it from a estate sale. You can't make this shit up. $80 with sound. That's a deal. And then I got its sister. I got the sister, $80 with sound. You can't beat that. So I spent $160 on these two. Yeah. So yeah, I did good. I did good. I shit you not, I did good. And then I got the 3 decoders. So I got 6 decoders, low end. Series 3 sound, 3 regular decoders. I'm going to put these on the layout in a second and run them for a little bit in the running. But these vendors, back to the Rant, guys, these, prime example, they had some old blue box engines. Well, this is not a blue box. This is an Anthem Roundhouse. But they had some of these there. No sound, no DCC, just regular for $80. Why in the world would I want to spend $80 on an engine that I have to put another $100 of decoders in, depending on what type of decoder? You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to do that? It doesn't make any sense. If this engine was like $50, and I did see some there that was $50, $60, which is fine, you know, but anything over $80 for a blue box engine, I'm not going to spend that kind of money. And I know, like I said, I know y'all trying to make a living out at these shows, but at the end of the day, shit. Some of this, it was a highway robbery at these shows. You know, it's crazy. So overall, the show wasn't bad, but it could have been better if these vendors will take the time to take into consideration that people want to buy something and then they can't buy anything because y'all got these damn prices too damn high. I mean, it's y'all, these vendors are something else. And I looked at one dude and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? A DCC, just DCC. It was BNSF, the beige and green engine. I forgot what it was called. He wanted $210 for that engine because one, it's a rare engine, so he just selling it because it was rare, and nobody makes those engines no more. And it was DCC. Man, I'm not paying $210 for that engine. So think about this. This guy had a scale train engine. He had a SD40, a Norfolk Southern SD40-2 rivet with DCC for $160. No sound, just regular DCC. It was $140, but he added $20 because he put a decoder in it. Bro, you might as well just kept it $140 because ain't nobody gonna buy that engine at $160. Not no scale trains when they can go and get two of these for the price of one. So I got two engines with sound for $80 a piece. And guess what? These are Protos. And y'all know I'm not crazy about Proto, but they'll do. I'm just gonna put them in the running because I don't want to put my scale train engines on there anymore. I'm taking that big girl off of here. So let's go. Everything works on it. So I believe these was in a Kansas. Yep, they was in a Kansas. So they already pretty much speed matched. So there you have it. So, like I said, guys, I wish that these vendors at these train shows would take into consideration that people want to buy your stuff, but you're trying to hold on to it by jacking the price up to where people can't afford it. You know, I understand you're trying to make a living, but at the end of the day, if you're trying to make a buck, get rid of it. Don't just hold on to the stuff trying to make make a profit, which you're being greedy. That's that greed kicking in. So, I mean, guys, I am so pissed off about these vendors, and some of this stuff is is crap. But you trying to sell it like it's gold. So I am so fed up with going to these train shows, and that's probably the reason why a lot of people are not going back to train shows, because they can get it cheaper online somewhere than at a train show. I mean, it makes total sense. Why spend all my money at a train show when I can go online and get it and leave them alone? And they're killing the train shows by doing this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So that's my rant, and I'm done with it. So we're going to get back to normal schedule running. So I'm going to go back live on the other page, live feed. So thank y'all for watching. I'm sorry about my rant. But yeah, Sparky, I mean, shit. Exactly. But it doesn't make any sense for these knuckleheads to be selling this stuff almost 25 to 30% more than what the actual price is. So say, for instance, these are scale train cars that are used, and they trying to sell them at regular market price as if they was new. Are you out of your damn mind? No. If it's used, it's $15. I will not buy a brand new, used engine for regular price. No, I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. Here you have two Proto 2000s used from an estate sale, and this guy is selling them for 80 freaking with sound. Bro, with sound for $80. So I got two of them for $80. The only thing is, I'm not crazy about QSI decoders, but it is what it is. It's sound. I have to deal with the best, but let me get the live feed going. So I'll see y'all on the live feed in a second. So get ready to switch over to that. Until then, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in a little bit.